What's up guys, Josh from Extreme Truck and Auto. Today we're going to be working on Brandon. That's what the customer has nicknamed this Jeep. What Brandon is a 392 Jeep Wrangler. This thing's really cool. We've done some sweet rock lights on here. Basically what we're going to be doing to the Jeep today is I am going to be adding more RGB lighting to this. We're going to be doing the RGB strip lighting up in the hood scoop as well as in the grille. This thing's going to turn out awesome and it's going to really take Brandon to the next level. So what we have here is the grille lighting kit from Diode Dynamics. What comes in the kit with the grille lights is your 2 extension and then your lights yourself. Now an add-on that does cost around, I want to say about 80 bucks, is your RGB controller. I have not personally used anything of their stuff when it comes to it, but if it's like any of their other lights, I'm sure I will be super happy with it. So over here on this Jeep, this 392, we are really lucky because it has the factory auxiliary switch upgrade installed on it. So all we need to do is pull power and install the RGB controller over in this area. So it's going to make that initial wiring really easy. Now when it comes to the grille, we'll follow along down here and then actually come into the grille. My plan for the grille and the strip lighting is to do one up top and one at the bottom, tucked into where you can't see them. The top I'm not so worried about because you're going to be standing up. It's the bottom one that we'll try to tuck as close to the grille as we can, so that way you don't see the lights. My big thing is I don't like seeing the LED strip. I like it to just look kind of stealthy. And then when it comes to the cowl up in the hood, we're probably going to end up fishing the wire back through the cowl to get the RGB strip up in there. To start things off, we're going to go ahead and install the RGB controller and then run the lighting up here to the grill and get the grill pulled. When I get all that done, we'll go into looking where we're going to mount the strip lighting and if we need to cut it down. One thing I like about the auxiliary is they give you all your power wires right here, and then right there's your ground. So we're gonna kind of just tuck that back in there. This is what we're gonna be hooking the LEDs up into. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be pulling this grill. If you guys have never pulled a grill on these Jeeps, they are incredibly easy. It's a couple plastic Christmas trees up along the top and then basically a few clips and you just pull and it comes right out. So we'll get the grill ripped off and then we'll get into looking at where we're gonna place all the LEDs. Got our grill removed from the vehicle. These are the bottom clips I was talking about. So the grill just kind of pops in there. There's one over here as well. And then the Christmas trees up along the top, get those removed. I always put my hand down here and pull. That way, if anything hits the bumper, it's the back of my hand, not the grill itself, so we don't do any paint damage. So where I'm thinking for the first strip lighting is right down here. We'll get this really cleaned off and use a good adhesive promoter. I might even add a few zip ties just to make sure everything's nice and secure. Now when it comes to the top, we do have the horns of the vehicle to kind of worry about. We may need to move them out of our way. And then the other thing to take note of is we do have a temp sensor of some sort here, some sort of sensor for the vehicle. So we'll need to keep that in mind. I might try to sneak it in front of it because like I said, I want to keep it as close to the grill. That way you guys are just seeing the residual lighting and not the lights itself. Right now, I think I'm just gonna try to zip tie it and then set the grill back up there and hook it up to the controller and see if we can get them to kick on. Basically what I came up with is we went ahead and ran the LED strip right along this top. Now I could mount it further back and it might hide these lights a little bit, but my thing was I wanted the light to be on this kind of radiator, cooler, whatever it is. And then down here, if you run it along the top like I had originally thought, you can see it past the grill. So all I did was roll it down back and then we'll mount it about halfway down here, and I think that'll give the grill kind of a nice look. When it comes to the one that we're gonna put up in the scoop, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see and pull all these bolts off, drop the hydro guide down, and then we'll hard mount the light up in the hood itself and run the wiring down and make it so it looks real nice and clean. Went ahead, throw the grill back on, don't need to show you guys that whole process. Now, I did pull the, I think they call it the hydro guide, what basically pulls water away from the intake on this 392 to give me access up in here for mounting that light. I'm gonna mount it just on the inside of this up in here. Now, there are a few clips holding this on. There's one here, one up here. This holds the two pieces of that kind of cowl together, and then the one here I did have to pop out. So when I go to put this all back together, I'm actually going to get a coworker's help, and we're going to hold it and snap it all back together. But what I'm looking at wiring wise is I'm going to run straight off here back behind this shielding, and then we'll kind of come down along and then pop out right down there somewhere and get it all really clean looking, so that way you can't see any of it. I'm gonna pull these couple Christmas trees, nothing special there, drop this down so that way we can run the wiring. And then what I recommend for people to get is some sort of adhesive promoter. So this is 3M Tape Primer 94. I love this stuff. It works really, really well to get stuff to stick and stay stuck. We'll get this on, we'll get the wiring run, and then we'll come grab you guys and I'll show you how it all turned out. Got the light mounted, got all the wiring run. So now we're gonna come inside the Jeep over here. Gonna hit the power. We're gonna hit auxiliary 2. Whoop, gotta hit that one more time to run auxiliary 2. Moment of truth. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, boy, that looks fucking awesome. Excuse my French, but that turned out killer. She's gonna be absolutely thrilled with this. So we'll get all this organized up. I'm gonna try to figure out, since I got some time left over on the install, where to stick that last LED strip. But yeah, guys, this is gonna look really cool. I'm excited for her to check it out. So wiring's all buttoned up. I hard mounted the little RGB thing right there. Wiring coming off. I did have a splitter, so I added on a second way if she gets like an RGB kind of backlight, pod light, or any of their light bars. We can just hook it into here and it'll run off the same switch as the grill and the hood scoop, which I think would be pretty cool. The only piece of wiring you do see is this right here, which runs up and then comes behind here, and that is for the hood scoop light. That is pretty much unavoidable. All right, guys, that's it when it comes to the install of the Diode Dynamic grill kit. This thing turned out killer. Like I said, Brandon looks awesome. This 392 is awesome. So we will catch you guys on the next one, and like always, make sure you subscribe.